19.5 work together. Calculate beginning book value, annual depreciation, and ending book value for each of the following plant assets bought during the current year. We're going to use the double declining balance depreciation method, round amounts to the nearest cent. Okay, so first thing, let's go ahead and fill out the top part. Depreciation method. Remember, we're going to use double declining this time. Okay, when we look at our painting machine, our original cost was $27,000. Our estimated salvage value is 4 years. Oops, not $4. Should be $1,000. Estimated useful life is 4 years. And then we bought it on January 4th. Okay, so our beginning book value is just going to be the original cost, $27,000. Now we need to figure out the declining balance rate. Remember, we're going to take 100% divided by the useful life. Here our useful life is 4. That's going to give us 25%. Now that would be single line balance or single line depreciation. Sorry, not single line, straight line. We're going to then take that times 2 because we're using double declining, and that's going to be 50%. So we have 50%. Now we need to figure out our annual depreciation, so we're going to take our beginning book value times 50%, which will give us $13,500. To figure out our ending book value, we're simply going to subtract those, which we should know because it's half. It's just going to be the same, $13,500. That then becomes our book value of year 2. Our declining balance is simply going to be 50% again. Okay, now we're going to take that 13,500 times 50%. That's going to give us 6,750. Our ending book value, again, is just going to be 6,750. We would take beginning book value minus annual depreciation. That then becomes our beginning book value of year 3. Again, we have a 50% rate times 50%, 3,375. That will also be our ending book value. That also begins our beginning book value for year 4. Now, we do not put in our declining balance rate for year 4. Year 4, we're going to figure out our annual depreciation because we need to figure out what our ending book value is, which will just be our salvage rate or our salvage value, so 1,000. Now, we're simply going to find the difference between those two numbers to figure out what our depreciation is for that last year. So we're going to take 3,375 minus that 1,000, which will simply give us 2,375. Okay, let's go on to our office computer. Again, we are using our double declining balance. The original cost, 2,200. The salvage value, 200. Estimated useful life, 5 years, and we bought it on January 6th. Okay, our beginning book value is simply the original cost. Now we need to figure out our declining balance rate. So again, we're going to take 100 divided by the useful life, which is 5 years. Okay, that gives us 20%. Remember, we're doing double declining, so we need to multiply that times 2. Our rate then is going to be 40%. To figure out our annual depreciation, we're going to take 2,200 times the rate of 40%, which will give us an annual depreciation that first year of $880. We're going to subtract those two numbers, so 2,200 minus 880 to get our ending book value of 1,320. That then becomes years 2 beginning book value. Our declining balance rate is still going to be 40%. We're going to multiply our beginning book value times that 40% to get our annual depreciation of 528. Subtract our beginning book value on annual depreciation to get our ending book value of $792. Bring that number to year 3 beginning book value. Declining balance is 40%. Take beginning book value times 40% to get $316.80 for our depreciation. Subtract beginning book value minus depreciation. That gives us an ending book value of $475.20. That becomes our beginning book value of year 4. Our declining balance rate is 40%. Multiply those together. Our annual depreciation then is $190.08. Subtract beginning book value minus annual depreciation, which gives us $285.12 for ending book value. Remember, we don't put in our declining balance for that last year, year 5. We're simply going to go right here to our ending book value. That is going to be our salvage value of $200. We then are going to find the difference to figure out our annual depreciation for year 5, which will be $85.12. Okay, the last one is going to be our sander. Depreciation is double declining balance method. Our original cost was $800. Estimated salvage value is $80. Estimated useful life is 8 years. And the date that we bought it was January 7th. Beginning book value then is $800. A declining balance, we're going to take 100% divided by the useful life of 8 years. That gives us 12.5. We multiply that then times 2 to get 25%. Okay, 800 times 25% will give us $200 of annual depreciation for the first year. And our ending book value then is $600. That then becomes our year 2 beginning book value. Depreciation 25%. Depreciation then is $150. Ending book value is $450. 25%. Annual depreciation for year 3 is $112.50. Subtract beginning book value minus annual depreciation. Gives us $337.50. That becomes year 4 beginning book value times 25%. Annual depreciation is $84.38. We want to make sure that we round up there. Subtract those two to get our ending book value, which will be $253.12. That becomes year 5 beginning book value, 25%. $63.28. Subtract those two. Ending book value is $189.84. That becomes beginning book value at 25%. Annual depreciation for year 6 is $47.46. Subtract those two numbers to get our ending book value, $142.38. That becomes beginning book value times 25%. Annual depreciation for year 7 is 35.6. Again, remember to round up. Okay, 142.38 minus the 35.60 will give us 106.78. Okay, I'm going to go in and put my salvage value for my ending book value, which is $80. And I'm going to find the difference then to find my annual depreciation. Which will be $26.78. Okay, check answer. And save and continue. Do 19.5 on your own and then move on to the 19.6 lecture.